Imagine waking up to the sound of waves lapping at pristine shores, the scent of exotic spices wafting through the air, and the promise of adventure around every corner. Now, what if I told you that choosing between two tropical paradises could be the toughest decision of your life? Stick around, because in the next 10 minutes, we're going to unpack everything you need to know to choose your perfect slice of Southeast Asian heaven. Whether you're a future expat, a retiree dreaming of endless summer, or an adventurer seeking your next big thrill, this is the only guide you'll need. Hey there, wanderlusters and future expats. I'm Thomas, and today we're diving deep into the age-old debate that's been splitting travelers faster than a coconut in a Thai market, Thailand or the Philippines. By the end of this video, you'll know which country speaks your language, literally and figuratively, where your taste buds will throw a never-ending party, which place will keep your bank account as happy as your Instagram feed, how to navigate healthcare, safety, and yes, even the pursuit of love abroad. We're tackling everything from beaches to bureaucracy, cuisine to culture, and visas to Wi-Fi speeds. And we're not just winging it. We've got data from the US Department of State and the World Bank to back us up. So grab your imaginary passport and let's jet off to Southeast Asia. Language and beaches. Alright, let's kick things off with something we all worry about when traveling. Will I be able to order my coffee without looking like a confused tourist? In the Philippines, you're in luck. English is one of their official languages. It's like the linguistic equivalent of finding a Starbucks on every corner, familiar and comforting. You'll be chatting with locals faster than you can say salamat. That's thank you in Filipino, by the way.
Can I have a Facebook?
Yes.
You sure?
I have Facebook.
Now, don't get me wrong, Thailand isn't exactly lost in translation. You'll find plenty of English speakers in popular tourist spots.
Your English is very good. Where did you learn English?
University.
Wow.
Many locals in these areas have a decent to good command of the language. If you're planning to stick around touristy areas and don't speak Thai, you'll be just fine. But here's the thing. If you're looking to venture off the beaten path or really immerse yourself in the local culture, you might want to brush up on your Thai. It's like unlocking a secret level in a video game. Suddenly, a whole new world opens up to you.
อยู่ที่ไหนอยู่เมืองไทยอยู่ที่ไทยอยู่ที่ไหนคะ
ซิดนีย์ออสเตรเลีย
อ๋อมาต่อออสเตรเลียโอ้ยไม่ธรรมดาตัวนี้นะ
Did you know? The Thai language has its own alphabet with 44 consonants and 15 vowel symbols. It's like the linguistic equivalent of a Rubik's Cube, challenging but incredibly satisfying when you crack it. When it comes to ease of communication, the Philippines takes the cake. It's the undisputed champion of this round, thanks to its widespread English proficiency. But let's be real, we're not just going to Southeast Asia for the conversation, are we? It's time to hit the beach. Now, if you're a beach bum looking for your slice of paradise, both countries have got you covered. But hold on to your sun hats, because the Philippines is about to blow your mind. With over 7,000 islands, the Philippines is like Mother Nature went overboard with a tropical island making machine. It's like playing Eeny Meeny Miny Mo, but with paradise as every option. Boracay, Palawan, Siargao, each more Instagram-worthy than the last. But here's the catch. Not all of these islands are created equal when it comes to livability. Many lack infrastructure like hospitals, hotels, electricity, or running water. It's great for a Robinson Crusoe experience, but maybe not ideal if you need to hop on a Zoom call for work. Thailand, on the other hand, is no slouch in the beach department. While it may have fewer islands, it's got quality on lock. Think Phuket, Koh Phi Phi, Koh Samui, names that make travel bloggers weak at the knees. Here's where Thailand shines: infrastructure. Most of Thailand's popular beach destinations come with all the modern amenities you could want. High-speed internet? Check. World-class hospitals nearby? You got it. Fancy resorts and budget-friendly hostels? Take your pick. Did you know? Thailand's Phuket International Airport handles over 18 million passengers annually, making it one of the busiest airports in Thailand. That's a lot of beach seekers. So, who wins the beach battle? Well, it depends on what you're after. If you want endless options and don't mind occasionally roughing it, the Philippines is your jam. But if you prefer your beach time with a side of comfort and convenience, Thailand might be more your speed. Personally, I'm with Thailand on this one. Don't get me wrong, I love a good adventure. But these days, I prefer my beaches with a side of reliable Wi-Fi and easy access to medical care if needed. Call me old-fashioned, but I like knowing I can post my beach selfies without having to climb a mountain for cell service. But hey, who needs thousands of beaches when you've got quality over quantity, right? Plus, in Thailand, you're never too far from a refreshing Chang beer or a heavenly Thai massage. Now that's what I call paradise. Alright, beach bums and sun seekers, now that we've got sand between our toes, let's talk about something that'll make your stomach rumble and your taste buds tingle. It's time for the ultimate culinary showdown, Thai food versus Filipino food. Now, judging food can be tricky because it's so subjective. It's like trying to decide between pizza and tacos. They're both delicious in their own way. Let me take you on my personal culinary journey. I've spent months exploring Thailand, from the bustling streets of Bangkok to the serene beaches of Phuket and the misty mountains of Chiang Mai. I've also dived deep into Filipino cuisine, sampling my way through Manila's markets and Palawan's coastal eateries. And let me tell you, it's been a wild ride for my palate. Now, I love both cuisines, but if I'm being honest, and I always am when it comes to food, Thai cuisine takes the crown, no contest. Here's why. First off, the flavors. Thai food is like a flavor fireworks show in your mouth. Take Tom Yum Goong for instance. I remember my first spoonful in a tiny Bangkok street stall. The fragrant lemongrass, the fiery chilies, the tender shrimp. It was an explosion of taste that nearly knocked me off my plastic stool. But it's not just about one dish. Thai cuisine's regional diversity is mind-blowing. The creamy, coconut-based curries of the south are a world apart from the herb-heavy, bitter flavors of the north. And don't get me started on Isan cuisine from the northeast. Their somtam, green papaya salad, is so fiery and funky, it's practically a party in your mouth. Now, let's talk numbers. I recently dug into the Asia's 50 Best Restaurants list for 2024, and folks, Thailand is crushing it. They've got 7 restaurants on the list, including 3 in the top 10. Gagan Anand at number 3, Nusara at 6, and Suring at 7. That's not just impressive, it's a culinary mic drop. But here's the kicker. Thailand's food scene isn't just about tradition, it's innovating like crazy. Gagan Anand, for instance, is reinventing Indian cuisine with molecular gastronomy. And Suring, it's a German restaurant in Bangkok that made the list. This tells me that Thailand isn't just preserving its food heritage, it's pushing culinary boundaries and coming out on top. Now, Filipino cuisine has its charms, don't get me wrong. Adobo is comfort food at its finest, and lechon, that crispy pork is the stuff of dreams. But when I compare the depth, variety, and sheer excitement of Thai food to Filipino cuisine, there's just no competition. Take the use of herbs and spices. Thai food uses an incredible array of fresh herbs, lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves, Thai basil, that create layers of flavor you just don't find in Filipino dishes. And the balance of sweet, sour, salty, and spicy in Thai food? It's like a culinary high-wire act that never fails to thrill. Don't even get me started on the global appeal. You can find great Thai restaurants from New York to New Delhi, but Filipino cuisine, despite its deliciousness, hasn't quite made that international leap yet. On that same Asia's 50 Best Restaurants list, there's only one Filipino restaurant, Toyo Eatery, at number 24. It's great, but it's outnumbered and outgunned by the Thai entries. So, here's my verdict. Loud and clear. Thai cuisine is the undisputed champion in this culinary clash. It's got the complexity, the variety, the innovation, and the global recognition that puts it in a league of its own. Does this mean Filipino food isn't great? Absolutely not. It's delicious in its own right. But if I'm choosing where to eat tonight, or recommending a cuisine to explore, I'm going Thai every time. The depth of flavors, the regional varieties, the perfect balance of tastes, it's simply unbeatable. In the end, food is personal, and your taste buds might tell you something different. But from my experience traversing Southeast Asia, poring over restaurant rankings, and eating my way through more meals than I can count, Thai cuisine stands head and shoulders above the rest. So there you have it, my spicy hot take on the Thai versus Filipino food showdown. Let's talk about something that impacts our daily experience just as much as the weather or local attractions, the cost of living. After all, enjoying paradise is a lot easier when it doesn't break the bank. To give you a clearer picture of what it costs to live in these tropical havens, I've gathered some data from livingcost.org, a reputable source for cost of living statistics. While prices can fluctuate, these numbers provide a good snapshot of what you might expect. Based on the latest figures from livingcost.org, the average monthly cost of living for one person in the Philippines is around $614, which is approximately 22% cheaper than in Thailand, where the average cost is $790. Imagine that. It's like getting a significant discount on your lifestyle just for choosing the Philippines over Thailand. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Housing. If you're renting, you'll find that monthly rent for a single person in the Philippines averages about $290. While in Thailand, it's closer to $352. That's a 17% difference in your favor if you choose the Philippines. Thailand may offer more modern amenities and urban living options, but you'll pay a bit more for that slice of city life. Meanwhile, the Philippines offers more budget-friendly rents, perfect for those who love a good deal. Food costs. When it comes to groceries and dining, you can expect to spend around $232 per month in the Philippines, compared to $249 in Thailand. While the difference here is smaller, every bit counts, especially when you're budgeting for a longer stay. Transportation. The biggest variance comes with transportation. In the Philippines, transport costs are incredibly low, averaging just $31.70 per month. While in Thailand, these costs jump up to $102 per month. That's over 3 times higher. If you're planning to explore or commute frequently, this is something to keep in mind. My verdict: both Thailand and the Philippines offer great value, but each has its perks. The Philippines is more affordable, especially for rent and transportation, making it ideal for a budget-friendly, relaxed lifestyle. Thailand is slightly more expensive, but offers a vibrant urban experience with more amenities and cultural diversity. Now, let's talk about something that nobody likes to think about when planning their tropical adventure. But it's oh so important: healthcare. After all, paradise isn't so paradisiacal if you can't get proper medical care when you need it, right? While both countries offer a mix of public and private healthcare, there are some important differences to consider. Thailand is well known for its high-quality private healthcare. Major cities like Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Phuket have state-of-the-art hospitals, many with international accreditation, such as Joint Commission International, JCI. Many doctors in these private hospitals have trained internationally and speak English fluently, which is a big plus for travelers. In fact, Thailand ranks highly on the Medical Tourism Index, and it attracts over 2 million medical tourists annually for a range of procedures, from cosmetic surgery to dental work. The Philippines also has a dual healthcare system with both public and private options. In major urban centers like Manila, Cebu, and Davao, you'll find several reputable private hospitals, some of which are also internationally accredited. However, outside these major cities, healthcare quality can vary significantly, with public hospitals often being overcrowded and lacking some amenities. While medical tourism is growing in the Philippines, it doesn't yet have the same reputation as Thailand. When it comes to cost, the Philippines generally offers more affordable healthcare. For example, a consultation with a specialist in a private hospital in Thailand can range from $30 to $60, whereas in the Philippines, it might be between $20 to $40. Hospital stays and surgeries follow a similar pattern, with Thailand typically being more expensive but offering higher standards of care. Travel insurance is a must-have for both countries. In Thailand, the higher cost of private healthcare means a potentially hefty bill if you don't have insurance. Verdict: Thailand is the clear winner for healthcare. With its world-class hospitals, advanced facilities, and high standards of care, Thailand offers a superior healthcare experience. Now that we've covered the basics of staying alive and well-fed in these tropical paradises, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of daily life, infrastructure, internet, and entertainment. After all, paradise isn't complete without a good Wi-Fi signal, right? Let's kick things off with the internet, the lifeblood of our modern existence. Thailand's killing it in this department, folks. Imagine downloading your favorite Netflix series faster than you can say Tom Yum Goong. With average speeds that'll make your router back home blush, Thailand's digital game is strong. The Philippines, bless its heart, is trying to keep up. But with over 7,000 islands to connect, it's like trying to string Christmas lights across an entire archipelago. The internet here is more of a maybe it works, maybe it doesn't situation. But hey, at least you have a great excuse for missing those work emails. When it comes to TV, the Philippines might just edge out Thailand. Thanks to its English-speaking prowess, you'll find plenty of channels in the language of Shakespeare, so you can binge watch your favorite shows without missing a beat. Thailand offers English channels too, but you might need to shell out a bit more cash for the privilege. Infrastructure-wise, Thailand's got a bit of a lead. From sleek skytrains to modern highways, it's like they're playing Sim City in real life. The Philippines is making strides, but it's got a bit more catching up to do. Think of it as the tortoise in this infrastructure race, slow and steady, but determined. The verdict: if you're a digital nomad who can't live without lightning-fast internet, Thailand's your jam. But if you're more of a TV junkie who values English content, the Philippines might be calling your name. Either way, you're in for an adventure. Just don't forget to look up from your screens once in a while to enjoy the actual paradise around you. Alright, let's dive into a topic that's close to my heart: safety. We're putting Thailand and the Philippines head to head, and I'll tell you straight up, Thailand wins my vote. But let's break down why with some cold, hard facts. First off, let's look at the 2023 Global Peace Index. Out of 163 countries, Thailand sits at 103rd with a score of 2.078, while the Philippines trails behind at 133rd, scoring 2.417. Remember, lower is better here, so Thailand's got the upper hand. Numbeo's 2023 Crime Index backs this up. Thailand scores a low 39.35, while the Philippines hits 58.51, putting it in the moderate range. Flip that for the Safety Index, and Thailand's 60.65 looks pretty cozy compared to the Philippines' 41.49. Now, both countries have their challenges. Thailand's roads can be a bit like a game of real-life Frogger. The WHO puts Thailand's road traffic death rate at 32.7 per 100,000 people, compared to 12.3 in the Philippines. But here's the kicker: I feel like I have more control over whether I hop on a motorbike than I do over falling victim to petty crime, which is more common in the Philippines. Speaking of which, let's talk about guns. In the Philippines, seeing armed guards is as common as spotting a tuk-tuk in Bangkok. As someone who didn't grow up around firearms, Thailand's less gun-visible environment just feels more comfortable to me. Tourism numbers tell a story too. In 2023, Thailand welcomed a whopping 28 million international visitors, while the Philippines saw about 5.9 million. More tourists often means better infrastructure and safety measures for travelers like us. So, why do I personally choose Thailand? It's not just the numbers, it's the feeling. The visible police presence in tourist areas, the well-developed tourism infrastructure, and the generally relaxed vibe all contribute to a sense of security that I just don't feel as strongly in the Philippines. Don't get me wrong, the Philippines is still a fantastic destination with incredibly friendly people and stunning beaches. I've had great experiences there too, but when it comes to overall peace of mind, Thailand takes the cake for me. Remember though, this is just my take. The best way to judge? Experience both for yourself. Just remember to pack your common sense along with your sunscreen, whether you're temple hopping in Thailand or island hopping in the Philippines. Now, let's peel back the layers of these tropical paradises and dive into their cultural cores. Thailand and the Philippines aren't just about beaches and pad thai. They're living, breathing tapestries of traditions and beliefs that'll knock your flip-flops off. In Thailand, Buddhism isn't just a religion. It's a way of life for 95% of the population. Picture a nation where Zen isn't just a trendy Instagram hashtag, but a daily practice. Thai folks have mastered the art of keeping cool under pressure. It's like they've all got built-in air conditioning for their emotions. Flip the coin, and you've got the Philippines. A melting pot of beliefs, seasoned with a hefty dose of Catholic influence. Filipinos wear their hearts on their sleeves and their smiles on full blast. They've turned hospitality into an extreme sport. Here's a quirky tidbit. The Philippines is home to the Tsinelas Festival, where they celebrate, wait for it, flip-flops. It's a colorful tribute to their favorite footwear, complete with giant flip-flop floats. Talk about putting your best foot forward. When it comes to resilience, Filipinos could teach a masterclass. They bounce back from typhoons and troubles with the elasticity of a rubber band. It's like their national motto is, keep calm and karaoke on. The verdict? There's no cultural championship belt here. Both countries serve up a feast for the senses and the soul. Whether you're drawn to Thailand's serene spirituality or the Philippines' exuberant energy, you're in for a cultural roller coaster. Let's dive into the visa vortex, shall we? After all, your tropical dream can quickly turn into a bureaucratic nightmare if you don't have your paperwork in order. Thailand's visa scene has evolved from a laid-back, come-and-go-as-you-please affair to more of a papers-please situation. Gone are the days when you could hop across the border for a quick visa refresh, like it was a game of international hopscotch. Now, it's more like a game of visa chess, and you better plan your moves carefully. For the well-heeled travelers, Thailand's rolled out the VIP treatment. If your bank account is as plump as a ripe mango, you might just score a long-term stay. But if you're more backpack than black card, prepare for a shorter tropical fling. Now, flip over to the Philippines, and it's like they're handing out Mi Casa es Su Casa cards at the border. With tourist visas stretching up to 3 years, it's practically inviting you to put down roots among the palm trees. And get this, after 3 years, they're happy to hit the refresh button for another round. Here's a nugget of visa gold. The Philippines offers a special resident retirees visa that's basically saying, hey, why not make this vacation permanent? It's like finding the fountain of youth, but with better beaches and cheaper beer. So, drumroll please. When it comes to the Visa Olympics, the Philippines takes gold. Its generous tourist visa policy and retiree-friendly options make it the undisputed champ of long-term tropical living. Thailand, while still a stunner, seems to be playing hard to get these days. Alright, let's dive into the spicy side of tropical paradise hunting. We're not just talking about finding the perfect beach anymore, we're on a quest for that special someone who will make your heart do the cha-cha slide. So, buckle up, love seekers, as we compare Thailand and the Philippines in the ultimate romance showdown. If you're looking for love without the hassle of becoming a linguistic gymnast,
Have you ever had a boyfriend?
Yeah, but I am a single mom.
the Philippines might just be your perfect match. Imagine flirting your way through Manila without reaching for Google Translate every 5 seconds. That's the magic of the Philippines, where I love you doesn't get lost in translation. Now, Thailand's nightlife in places like Pattaya or Bangkok might make your head spin faster than a tuk-tuk. But for those seeking a love story that lasts longer than a full moon party, the Philippines could be your ticket to romance. And hey, if you're the type who likes to mix faith with your philandering, the Philippines has got you covered. Thanks to its Spanish soap opera past, it's a Catholic country, making it a holy grail for those seeking a partner who knows their way around a rosary. Meanwhile, Thailand's predominantly Buddhist vibe might have you feeling like a fish out of holy water if you're after a match made in Catholic heaven. So, what's the verdict? If you're an English-speaking Romeo looking for a Juliet who shares your lingo, and possibly your Sunday morning ritual, the Philippines is waving a giant Welcome to Love Island sign. My 2 cents? If you're a more mature gent who'd rather skip the cultural crash course and language lessons, the Philippines is your best bet. Sure, you'll find English speakers in Thailand.
Yes, no, I'm not. I never live overseas, but I'm self-learning.
But they're mostly in tourist hotspots. Not exactly prime real estate for finding lasting love. While some folks have found their happily ever after in Thailand, I'm giving this round to the Philippines. With its English-speaking populace and Catholic majority, it's practically a matchmaking service for Western guys looking for common ground. So, how can you use all this information to make your tropical dreams come true? Here are 3 actionable steps. 1. Do a test run. Visit both countries for a short trip first. It's like dating. You wouldn't marry someone after the first date, would you? 2. Join expat groups online. Facebook and Reddit have great communities. It's like having a bunch of friends who've already made the move and can give you the inside scoop. 3. Learn the basics. Pick up some Thai or Filipino phrases. Even if you choose the Philippines, knowing a bit of Thai could come in handy for future trips. Challenges? Of course, there'll be some. Culture shock, homesickness, figuring out the local bureaucracy. It's all part of the adventure. But remember, thousands have done it before you. If they can do it, so can you. So, it's time to crown our Southeast Asian champion. Thailand and the Philippines have battled it out, each flaunting their tropical treasures. Thailand takes the gold in cuisine, healthcare, and safety, while the Philippines scores big with its linguistic edge, island paradises, and visa-friendly policies. But here's the kicker, your perfect paradise is as unique as your fingerprint. Whether you're craving pad thai or dreaming of pristine beaches, your ideal destination depends on what makes your heart sing or your stomach growl. My vote, Thailand steals the show. But hey, that's just me, your mileage may vary. So, are you Team Mango Sticky Rice or Team Halo Halo? Team Elephant Rides or Team Jeepney Adventures? The choice is yours. Remember, life's a buffet. Why not sample both? And if you find yourself sipping coconuts on a Thai beach or salsa dancing in Manila because of this video, drop me a line. Now it's your turn. Which tropical haven has stolen your heart? Let the great debate begin in the comments. Safe travels, adventure seekers. Southeast Asia awaits.